The United States will now be resuming sending deadly bombs to its biggest ally, Israel. President Donald Trump has lifted his predecessor Joe Biden's hold on the supply of 2,000-pound MK-84 or bunker buster bombs to Israel. Reports say that a total of 1,800 MK-84 bombs will be delivered from the U.S. to Israel in the coming days. According to the latest data, the U.S. has sent more than $22 billion to support Israel's military operations since the 7th of October 2023. A critical part of this support is in the form of the 2,000-pound MK-84 bombs. The MK-84 bombs were designed shortly after World War II. They are the largest in the Pentagon's Mark 80 series of bombs. The MK-84 bombs are also known as bunker buster bombs due to their capability to penetrate through underground bunkers. They are seen as too lethal for urban combat. Now, these bombs can result in craters that could be up to 11 meters deep. Between October of 2023 and May of 2024, as the war in Gaza raged on, the U.S. reportedly sent at least 14,000 of these bombs to Israel. Israel is accused of using these bombs in densely populated civilian areas of Gaza. In May of 2024, the then Biden administration paused a shipment of MK-84 bombs to Israel to discourage a potential Israeli attack on densely populated Rafah area of Gaza. Now, experts flagged Trump administration's release of bunker bomb shipments as damaging for Israel's fragile ceasefires in Gaza as well as Lebanon. But President Trump justified these shipments by claiming that Israel has been waiting for these bombs for a long time.
We released them today, and they'll have them, and they paid for them, and they've been waiting for them for a long time. They've been in storage for a long time, but we released them today to Israel.
Why did you do that, sir?
Because they bought them.
Israel repeatedly used the bunker buster bombs across Gaza during its 15-month-long offensive. In these attacks, at least 2 refugee camps were targeted, with a number of displaced Gazans reportedly vaporizing due to the sheer intensity of such blasts. Aid groups had condemned Israel's use of these bombs in Gaza as a war crime. Now, the United States refills Israeli weapon reserves with these bombs at a time when displaced Gazans return to their homes during the ongoing truce. Meanwhile, tensions are also flaring between the Israeli forces and Lebanon, despite a ceasefire. Beirut said that in an attack by Israeli troops yesterday, at least 22 people were killed and 124 were wounded in southern Lebanon. The alleged Israeli attack in Lebanon took place despite the Israeli commitment to leave the country as part of a ceasefire agreement signed last November. In Lebanon, Israel has used these bunker buster bombs to hit some critical targets. According to reports, Israel used this exact bomb to kill Hezbollah leader Syed Hassan Nasrallah in September of last year, which was a critical bodily blow to the Iran-backed group. Just 2 months after Nasrallah's killing, the Hezbollah agreed to a ceasefire with Israel. The U.S. shipment of these bombs to Israel comes as a fragile ceasefire takes hold in Gaza, while the future of a second ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah seems to be going for a toss in Lebanon. Israeli leaders say they need the bunker buster bombs to confront the common enemies of the U.S. and Israel, as people of Gaza, as well as Lebanon, reel to return to their homes in the erstwhile war zones. The question remains, even with a ceasefire, does this wider conflict around Israel have an end?
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. one touted as the minimum defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir in we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Team measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.